André Catelli, recent musical activity. André Picolo Catelli, Brazilian and Italian, registered in Mansuè, Veneto, born in Caxias do Sul. His father was a violinist in the local orchestra. He studied music theory at the Escola de Música de Brasília, and piano with Paulo Afonso, at University of Brasília. He graduated in architecture and is now a partner in an important office in the Brazilian capital. He dedicates himself to drawing and painting. Passionate about opera from an early age, he studied composition, form, harmony, counterpoint, and orchestration with the great masters of the past, through the books they left us. Catelli exchanges experience, develops partnerships and builds plans with musicians such as Anthony Armore, Jessica Beharano, Brian Chatpo Koo, Janette Dornelles, Juyeon Song, Katia Molfessi, Miroslav Georgiev, Yury Ilinov, Artur Soares, Boris Cavadini, who made the first translation into Italian of Traiano in Tracia's libretto, Daniel Vasconcelos and many others. He composes in a traditional way, with staff papers by the piano. But also with notation software like Finale and Sibelius. And then comes the orchestration, the review, the parts, the rehearsals, the performances. In 2017, he had his symphonic poem, Valsa Fantasia, performed in Sydney, Australia, after a selection that involved 100 composers from dozens of countries. In 2018, he watched the same Australian orchestra perform his symphonic poem, Jupiter and Semele. In 2019, the Sofia Philharmonic performed the overture for the opera Traiano in Tracia in 6 Chinese cities.
In the summer 2019, this is the overture to Italian of Traiano by André Picolo.
Shanghai, Dalian, Chengdu, Ningbo, Beijing, and Chongqing. In the same year, after long months of rehearsal, the premiere of the opera Traiano in Tracia took place in the Roman ruins of Augusta Traiana, in Bulgaria, with wide coverage in the local press.
He had the idea that director Dragonov liked to write an opera about a historical event that took place in this very place. He is Brazilian, but he's of Italian background. His name is André Picolo Catelli. Piccolo. But he's not so piccolo.
Welcome here at the Forum in Stara Zagora, where we have a very interesting opera performed. It's exactly about the location here, where Trajan actually passed by.
Точно за тази локация и пристигането на Траян.
To open the Forum after the wars more up northeast in what is the current Romania.
The opera takes place in the same amphitheater that is now in ruins. In the year 100 AD, it involves Christianity, paganism, conversion, conspiracy, betrayal, and the final pardon of the emperor who returns victorious from the Dacian Wars. In 2020, the coronavirus spread through Europe. The scene of the unburied bodies in Italy shocked the world. And it was the sad inspiration for the composition of the opera Antigona, still in progress. Marco Coltellini wrote the libretto more than 200 years ago, for Tracia. In the story, the two sons of Oedipus kill each other in a single combat for the throne of Thebes. Eteocles receives funeral honors. Polynices is condemned to remain unburied, delivered to the crows. Antigone defies King Creon and pays with her life for the funeral honors she bestowed on her brother. The opera is scheduled for completion in 2023. The idea is to perform the opera, or parts of it, or parts of the vocal score, in May 2024 in the city of Montepulciano, where Marco Coltellini was born, in 1724, in celebration of his 300th birthday.